Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Connor on Chains. So today I want to bring up a few different projects here, mainly in the Bitcoin DeFi sector. I want to go over, just a few things. I want to talk about some SRC20s, BRC20s, some runes a little bit, and then a couple other things at the end here. So first thing I want to bring up is Swamps L2 is a pretty interesting Bitcoin stamps project. So this is their Twitter is Swamps L2. It's basically the first stamps-based Bitcoin layer 2. So it's pretty cool. And their ticker is the SWP, and this is on stampscan.xyz. You could just connect to your Unisat wallet, your Xverse, your Bitcoin wallet here, and you can look at all these different, stamp tokens. But this is the ticker SWP here. And, they just got a lot going on for the stamp ecosystem. They got a full swap. I guess they're working on liquidity providing or liquidity rewards too, which is really cool. And a bridge as well. So I've actually never used this, but, it does look really good. It seems very interesting. And again, just I'm one for strong utility projects, and especially on a chain. One on top of Bitcoin itself. That's really cool. But having like a really strong utility project on top of still a newer kind of ecosystem where development just is not there yet, right? But this is a pretty interesting project. I do like this one. SWP, like I said. You guys can check this out. If you are a fan of, like I said, Bitcoin stamps or SRC20s, this is definitely a project that you should have on your radar. Like I said, I like this a lot. And they actually are working with BVM, which is pretty cool. BVM is a very strong Bitcoin DeFi project as well, in my opinion. But that's SWP. Just wanted to bring that up a little bit, just shine some light on it, because they have been working really hard for a long time. But another project, an OG project, guys. Ghosty Cash here. Yo, they are absolutely killing it, alright? The fact that Ghosty is still down very heavily is shocking to me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this chart, it had a huge run, and it's come down very hard, right? But I'm so bullish on Ghosty, just, as almost like an overall cross-chain meta protocol on Bitcoin, right? They have a ton of different things going on right now. They got I guess they just added a support bot in Telegram. Something simple here. Well, what I find very interesting is that you can actually swap 50 different chains anonymously or not anonymously, publicly. But you can also swap rune tokens for BRC20 tokens. You can swap DRC20s, which are related to, Doge. DRC20s for BRC20s, runes for BRC20s, and you can swap multiple Bitcoin meta protocols with other chains, which I've not seen a single platform do anything like this yet, that's actually working, that's actually functional, and they continue to just build and deliver. And something else that they did add, I'm trying to see a while ago, they added I think their API to allow, third-party projects, third-party, users and platforms. Oh yeah, that's my sweet. I'm trying to find that though. I think it was right here. Yeah, their no-code widget. Integrate a fully working multi-chain swap into your website. Start earning from the first swap. Provide an extra use case. Boost traffic. That is huge for any sort of developers or really any platform that wants to integrate, something like this. So I think, I don't know how Ghosty Cash, in my opinion, is still so undervalued. You know, this is still one of my highest conviction, BRC20 plays, but with them integrating all these other meta protocols as well, I really think this is a top just Bitcoin DeFi project in and of itself. There's nothing like this on the market doing it. A lot of people might say, oh, well, it's just a DEX. But what other DEXs have you ever heard of that are, pulling this kind of stuff off that can swap multiple meta protocols, interoperably with each other, if that's even a word. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm very bullish on Ghosty. So shout out to them. They're really building a powerful DEX here. I really like their platform, like I said. But yeah, and the chart's just down, obviously. And again, this is not financial advice. Do your own research, look into this stuff. You can verify it, check it out yourself. Use the platform, try it out. But I love Ghosty Cash, guys. Excuse me. Yeah, we got runes here as well. In the video from the other day, or yesterday rather. I talked about some runes, specifically Satoshi Nakamoto and Wanko Manko. I think these two just have a ton of promise, and I think they're a good start just to like a general runes portfolio on top of RSIC and or Dog, if you guys like those. I think if you hold all four of those, or even two of those, it's a good start to a runes portfolio, in my opinion. And obviously there's a ton of different micro caps, lower cap, rune projects, but the volume here right now is just dead. It's not there. It was here heavily when runes launched, but usually when things have hype launches, it usually leads to accelerated price dumps across the board. And that's not even just runes, that's just anything. Any project that has a ton of hype before a token is out always ends up giga dumping. It's part of the attention economy. I'll give you that. But speaking of that too, something I wanted to bring up is Merlin chain actually. So I know a lot of people about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, were super bullish, and I love how like Chart AI just loads up every time, and they did a migration, so it looks like I just pull up the same rug every time I open Deck Screener. But anyways, now I'm gonna pull up Merlin chain because, like I was saying, this was a super hype, super bullish, Bitcoin layer 2, maybe a month ago, 2 months ago. Sorry, my fault. Where is Merlin? Merl, MERL. Yo, I'm literally blind. That's crazy. But so what I wanted to bring up was, this chart and the fact that this chart, look how down bad this chart is, guys, right? And this is not to talk about it in a negative light. This is just classic. It's classic for crypto projects to do this when they have a ton of hype. They had, I don't know how much money. I don't know if it was hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars staked on their platform before the token was out, to receive rewards and this and that. I don't know anything about their tokenomics as well, but, as you can see, obviously from their launch, it has just been down only for a long time. And their fully diluted is still 750 million. It's still a big chain, but the reason why I'm bringing this up, though, is because, again, if you or anyone believes in Bitcoin DeFi, believes in Merlin chain, this would be the time to start looking into it again. This is what I've been waiting for, specifically for Merlin chain, since I heard of it, since people, were like putting their stuff onto it, transferring, I don't even know what the word is, like staking it on top of Merlin, because I knew for a fact this was going to happen. The more attention, the more volume it gets before the token's out, the harder it's going to drop, right? But the time to be looking into the ecosystem again is when? Again, the project is bottomed out. When the chart looks horrible. As weird as it sounds, I've been looking into Merlin chain a little bit. I'm actually dropping some information later in our Discord talking about Merlin chain and some of their tokens. But, just seeing Merlin chain this down, I definitely want to check into the good and the bad of it. But, when I see charts like this, all I see is potential opportunity. I'll even just do some due diligence live right here real quick. Let me see, that's something else I wanted to check as well. It's the token unlocks for Merlin, because I don't know exactly how many circulating versus not circulating tokens they have. I'm like losing my train of thought, my fault. Merlin chain, here it is, Merlin layer 2. So again, this is their Twitter, you can check this out. As long as they're active, are they still delivering? Do they have a public GitHub? Are they actually, adding to their GitHub? Are they coding extra stuff? Are they making good partnerships? There's a lot of stuff you got to look into. But again, when I see a chart like this, I see potential opportunity, because if they are continuing to deliver, if they're going to continue making good partnerships, like I just saw something with Linnea. Did they partner with it? I don't think that's a partnership now. I can't tell. I don't know much about Linnea, but that's the kind of thing you got to do, right? Like I'll probably spend at least 30 minutes, 20 minutes looking into a bunch of different stuff around this. Maybe more than that, but guys, outside of that, just throwing a bunch of stuff. Oh no, there's one thing too. This is kind of interesting. So shout out to Shizzy Sats. Like he says all the time, you are not bullish enough, and I agree. I've been hyper bullish on the market again lately, and I think we really are going to go up at some point. I think it's inevitable at this point, this far into the cycle, but this is kind of interesting. He says Phantom will now become Sonic, FTM to S, ticker S. And so I'm not too familiar with who Mark Jeffrey is. I assume maybe he's one of the founders or something. Okay, maybe not. Just some person I'm not familiar with. But so Sonic Network is going to become FTM, which is pretty cool. Because I actually think a rebrand, in a whole new rendition of Phantom Chain, I think it'd easily bring attention back to the chain like crazy. That is something I definitely want to look into as well. I'll probably make a video on this now, maybe in the next couple days, but just wanted to bring that up because I saw that literally on Twitter just before I was going to record this. I'm like, this is kind of interesting. So outside of that, this is what I got for you guys today. A bunch of stuff on Bitcoin DeFi. Check out Merlin chain, check out BVM, check out SWP, check out Ghosty. All talking about all these coins literally on all different chains I just mentioned. And check out some of those runes as well. The Bitcoin DeFi sector is so primed for, further growth. Whether you're allocating into Bitcoin L2s, you're allocating into Rune memes, allocating into, some SRC20 utility projects, Ghosty on BRC20s, one of the strongest BRC20 projects, in my opinion. There's a lot of ways you can get exposure, or just, different ways you can really keep things on your radar in this sector. I think it's huge, and just stay bullish, guys. This is it. So that's what I got for you guys today. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.